I contacted Martin Gerard because I was looking through a bunch of the websites, the Rightmove and Prime Location, and I saw Martin Gerard popping up all the time with really good properties, and got in touch with Martina at Martin Gerard and let her know that we're moving from Austria to the UK and kind of what we were looking for, the price range, and she sent us just regularly lots of good updates and really interesting properties. We talked to other property agents as well, and they also sent us a lot of properties, but Martin Gerard consistently had the most interesting ones, or the ones that were best matched to what we were looking for, and not sending us things that were 500 pounds a month more than we needed, or completely in an area that we were not interested in. So we found that they actually kind of really considered what we were looking for, and that got our interest up front, and that was while we were still in Austria, so researching from afar. And then once we were on the ground, we found the different agents that we worked with, and that was in a couple different Martin Gerard offices, to be really friendly and reliable. So it was definitely a good experience. One of the things I didn't expect, not knowing the market, is actually they just have such a great foothold in northern London here, and they just have really great properties. I mean, if you don't have good properties, even if you're a good agent, it's hard to really make a good match. But they have, I don't know how they do it, but they have great properties in their portfolio, and there were several that we would have, if we hadn't taken this one, we would have potentially taken as well. And other agents maybe had one good place and a lot of junk, but Martin Gerard had a consistently strong portfolio, and that also really impressed us. Well, what I found was nice about Martin Gerard was the cooperation between the offices too. So I had a viewing in Hampstead Gardens with one of the agents, and I let him know that I'd actually seen some places with Anthony and Andrew over in Crouch End, and they were like, "Oh, great! I hope one of those works out for you too if you don't decide to go with me here." And so you felt like they were part of one big team, and they weren't just trying to steal business from each other too. So that was just a surprising feeling, whereas some of the other agents were very territorial. And so here again, that lends to the feeling that they're looking out for your best interests and not just trying to make a quick commission. I'd heard a lot of horror stories about the London property market before coming over from Austria, and found it to be surprisingly easy working with Martin Gerard. So I definitely recommend them to other people, and would certainly use them again if I decide to buy a place in the future.